Hello, everyone. Hello, hi. This is interesting. Hello, and welcome back to a new episode of Kobayashi. Okay. This is actually an interesting circumstance because I'm actually recording this the night before it uploads. And it's very late. So I may be a little bit loopy, but hey, that's probably good especially for a Kobayashi episode, isn't it? I'm sure you guys will love that. Um, but in the last episode, we took a look at it. Finally, the new character to appear in the series, Elma. She is also a dragon. I'm assuming the last of the group. I'm assuming. So now I believe the gang is all here, and with that we have kind of not only seen kind of the relation that she has against all the others, like the relationship that she has with Toru. But we also get to see a little bit of how she deals with, how she more or less deals with, how do I want to say, like the human culture and human nature of, what we do on a day-to-day basis, basically. And it's really cool, actually, to see her kind of adapt, if anything, to what's happening around her. And I actually got it wrong in the last episode. In the last episode, I was commenting on how she got to the human world, and I was misunderstood. I thought that she made a portal and went through the portal. And because she made the portal and went through the portal, I made the comment of like making a teleport spell and everything. And when using up a teleport spell, when using up any spell, that uses up magic. I'm actually misunderstood on that. I was actually, while I was editing it, I was taking a look at the episode again. And I actually realized that I made a mistake. It wasn't her portal. It was actually the portal that Toru came back through from her world when she went and grabbed that monster fruit or whatever it was. When she came back from her world through that portal, Elma just kind of hijacked it and came through on her own. She actually cannot make those portals. So yeah, I accidentally misunderstood that. But that whole thing about using up a teleport spell and using up magic, that is more or less true, even in this case, because Toru is the one that made that portal, and it still uses up a bit of magic. Any kind of spell will use up a bit of magic, whether you can use magic or not. Whoever casts the spell needs to have a decent amount of magic in order to cast it, and they also need to be thinking about getting back home, but I guess they didn't think of that. But so yeah, this time we will probably be taking more of a look into Elma. But this is a special occasion because this episode is actually, I believe it's probably going to be focusing more on Kana. Because last episode we found out that she is actually having a field trip. I think it's a field trip today, or in this episode, I should say. And during that field trip, I believe there's a sports festival. So yeah, that actually sounds very cool. It actually sounds very interesting, and I'm very interested to see how that all plays together. I mean, if there was one thing I was thinking about, and I was actually noticing this during the editing of the last episode, we haven't seen Kana's school in a while. Not in a while. I mean, we did see a little bit of it in episode, was it 6? When it came to deal with her friend. Don't remember her name, but it's that brown-haired little girl. That seems to have a crush on Kana. I don't know why, but and it dawned on me that while we did see her a couple episodes ago, we haven't been to Kana's school in a while. So I guess we're going to go back to see how things are, how Kana's adapted to that. Because, I mean, she seemed to be pretty adapted to it already. But, you know, time has passed, and we'll see if she's made any more friends, if she's gotten in any probably clubs or any other activities, maybe. And I'm quite interested in that. I'm actually quite interested in that. And, yeah, I guess we'll see pretty much all about that. But I will say that since we did get Elma just last episode, it'll probably be one of those deals where half of the episode is dealing with Kana and her whole sports festival, and the other half is probably going to be dealing with Elma. Maybe a little bit of like Kobayashi and Toru. Maybe. Also, what was the deal with the last episode of Quetzalcoatl and Shoulder? I just want to bring that up again because that happened 3 times. 3 times that happened. And every single one of them was unnecessary. Why? I could have practically cut those out, but I don't know. I didn't feel right about just cutting out part of the episode. So I just let it run through, but I just had to censor it. Like, I can't show this. So either way, I think we're caught up pretty much up to date. I'm interested to see what happens. And as far as I know, things should be good, I believe. I don't believe I'm missing anything. I don't believe I haven't touched on anything. So with that out of the way, I think it is time to get on with the episode. Like I said, this is episode 8. Don't do that. This is episode 8 of Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. What's it, like Sports Festival or something? I just saw the title, and that's all I can remember is Sports Festival. So let's get on with it. Also, I just remembered this has 14 episodes in the season. I haven't checked on that yet. I'll either check on it now in post-editing, post-purple, thank you, if you have, or I will mention it in the next episode. I forgot to do that, actually, so while the weekend comes around, I will definitely figure out if those are actual episodes or if those are just OVAs. But I will get on that, and I will let you guys know either in post-editing right now, or I will let you guys know in the next episode. So stay tuned for that. If it doesn't happen here, stay tuned for that. But without further delay, without further ramblings, let's get on with the episode. I know you guys are looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. Let's get on with it. All right, let's get on with it, guys. And I don't know what else to say. So let me stop talking and let's get on with it. Here we go. Okay. Not entirely a sports festival. I mean, at least she's enthusiastic. At least she's enthusiastic. Oh. Okay. Ouch. We're gonna talk about more after the opening. Oh gosh. Ouch. Alright. Let me just go over a couple things. One, Kobayashi. She's very tired. she's about that close to passing out just rest of the night. Kana. Oh. Ow. I don't want to see that face on her. I'll be perfectly honest. That hurt. That hurt to just see kind of like, huh? Like, jeez. Alright, I'll stop talking and get on with the episode. Oh. On the verge of facing Hades. Not entirely true. I was gonna say, she's probably in her 30s, isn't she? Aww. Ouch. I have a feeling Kobayashi was one of those people that was like, that like her parents didn't really, not that they didn't care about her, but that they didn't really, like, she didn't really matter too much in the family. Oh. Yeah. Gave her free reign, so she's not spoiled, but she's pretty much gotten almost anything she wants. So now that she's not sure how to deal with it. I actually know. I have a couple nieces that remind me of that. So, yeah. I can entirely understand where she's coming from. Hmm. That's funny. Yeah. Mm. He's gonna... Takia, I think it's Takia. Takia's gonna try to figure out a way she can go. Oh yeah. Do you feel like you should go? Do you need to go? Or do you want to go? Yeah. Toru? Mm. She's going to check on... Yeah. Yeah. I I don't know what Kana's thinking, but I can imagine that she really feels like Kobayashi is not sort of a mother to her, but more of an important like parental figure. Wow. Hmm.
前にもあったな、こんな気持ち。ああ、あれだ。あの時の罪悪感。
Oh yeah.
はい。明日からもっと帰り遅くなる。それって。
Little thing called, say it with me, overtime. This is gonna be fun. Wow. She's pretty gung-ho about this. Yeah, she's pretty gung-ho about this. Okay. All right. I'm not entirely sure what the whole deal was with the every single kid jumping over one jump rope. That doesn't quite make sense. But help. All right. Now that's some good coworkers on right there. I'll help you out with your work, but next time go drinking, that's on you. Like, all right. Oh my gosh. She's very like, it's like you can see her like maturing in her head. Also, Elma? Ah. Okay. Again, it's like the last time with Quetzalcoatl. Why did we need to see that? Okay. Alright. I'm not actually sure what grade she's in. Is she? To be honest, it's like one of those things when you're actually doing the event, it's you gotta keep like a mature. Oh wow. Even Shota. It's like when you're doing the event, you gotta keep a mature head and a clear mind, like, alright, I'm doing like this, I need to be very like clear head, I need to act official, but in your head you're going, yes, my parents are here. And okay. Oh, okay. Three-legged race. Never actually done one of these. She's gonna have to fight through this. Oh boy. Really? Really, producers? Really? Ouch. Wow, she's really determined to win this. Is that her father? Is that Saikawa's father? Because if so, I have many questions. What is... Okay. I'll give it to you there. That was funny. I'll give it to you there. That's funny. Okay, lunchtime. Jeez. Are you kidding? Why do I feel like at some point she's going to slip a tail in there? Why did I have to be right? I didn't want to be right. Why is that the only meat she knows how to make? Like, I know she knows how to make other stuff, but why is that the only meat she knows how to make? Again! Why? 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 I know that face. I know that face very well. She is having one heck of a mental dilemma in her head. Like, that look in her eye is that look of, give me a moment. I'll figure it out. Okay. Pretty good. Wow, 1 and 4. I think she's part of 4, isn't she? Seriously? Oh. It must be teaching them about, like, cooperation, I guess. More like, yeah, like cooperation and, like, I want to say unison, but that's not entirely the right word, you know. I love that. I don't know what this is called. They probably already said it in there, but... I mean, if nothing else, she's a great distraction. Your older sister. 1 and 2. Oh, tug of war. Very nice. I think I've done tug of war once or like a couple times in my childhood. Didn't like it. Come on. Okay. That's one good thing about Saikawa. It's one good thing about her. I mean, there's many good things about her, but that's one very good thing about her. What's up with the ball rolling? Oh, that's another thing about, like, cooperation. What do I want to say? Teamwork. That's the word I want to use. Teamwork. Like unison, I was trying to think of that. Teamwork. That's what I was trying to think of earlier. Like a couple minutes ago. I love her mom and dad. I'm assuming Shota's mom and dad are like very standard, and then you got Quetzalcoatl in the background. Hmm. Oh, baton relay. All right, come on, Kana. What place is she gonna be in? I wonder. Like which quarter is she gonna be in? Okay. I'm assuming Lita is the red cap. Which we probably don't really need to know that, but it was a good thing that she actually got a name. Like, some people actually in here got a name. That's actually what you need to do with batons. I actually remember I took track. Last, like, 3 years of high school. I wasn't in track, though. I was actually in the field part. I was in track and field. So I did, like, shot put and things like that. Oh, wow. She's really fast, actually. Oh. Crap. Come on. Come on. Come on, Saikawa. She did that burst in the beginning and ended up losing it. That's one thing they teach you in track is to not do that. If you're gonna burst, do it on like the last quarter. So like on the last flat stretch or something. If you're gonna burst, do it then. Kana's gonna do it. Yep. Yep. If there's one thing I understand about Kana is that she knows how to keep her limits. Like, she knows how to stay human. You know? Come on. Nice. Nice. Perfect. Yes. Don't you walk away. What? Why? Yay. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. Kana is improving a lot in more or less human society. Like human culture and all that. Mm. For such a small girl, she is very mature. Yep. From the day Toru ran into Kobayashi, or met Kobayashi, I should say, to today, her life has changed. Where'd you come from? Just that. Like, seriously? Again. Well, that was a good chap. That was a good. I was about to say chapter. I don't know. Really? If it's about toothpaste, I'm gonna go off the hint.
人間の生み出したものはなぜこうも私を悩ませる恐るべし人間
Okay. Oh. Lukoa. What's it called? Oh, no. I have a bad feeling next episode is gonna be eventful? Is that the right word? Ugh. Say it with me now, guys. I'm scared. That's been a running theme in this series ever since the past, like, I don't know, like, since the past, like, 4 episodes. Just been nothing but, I'm scared. But that was a good episode. That really was a good episode. I expected more of Elma, and to be honest, I'm not disappointed. I'm more disappointed in the fact that we had to have those, once again, 3 different intervals where they didn't really seem to make sense. Hey, at least I won't have to censor anything. Well, thinking about it now, I may need to somewhere in the beginning of the episode. But to be honest, that should be fine. I don't know. I'll have to take a look at that and see what happens. But I don't remember anything I needed to censor. Don't remember. That being said, it's probably already happened, so I don't know. But yeah, this was an interesting episode. I really, really appreciated this episode. It was more, what do I want to say? It was kind of along the lines of like, it wasn't entirely story, but then again, this doesn't really have a story. Its story is slice of life. It's like any other slice of life. It's just day-to-day functions, essentially, over the course of just a period of time. So its story is just day-to-day. So something like this could happen, but it wasn't bad. Like, I want to call it something like a filler, but at the same time, it wasn't a filler. That makes sense. But I was entirely happy with it, and that's not to say that I didn't like this episode because I felt it like it could have been filler. I liked this episode. I really appreciated this episode. It really delved in. Like, we had all of this backstory and like morality issues with Toru that we never really touched on any of the other characters. We touched a little bit on Kana and like her school life and just in society in general, and maybe a little bit of Fafnir as well, or Lucifer, that I used to call him, or I still call him that occasionally. But even then, like even Quetzalcoatl, we had that one episode. It's been 9 episodes, and we've had one episode more like 1.5 now that I think about it, because she was introduced in like half the episode. And then it was like an episode or 2 later, we found out that she was like a familiar of some kid. And I was like, sorta. Not really. She's more just hanging around. But, I'm interested. it was funny because last episode I was very unsure of what the story was gonna like progress with. I like this episode, and I hope they do more stuff like this. Not necessarily a whole episode where it's just one event, but I don't mind. I didn't mind this. I really didn't mind this. This was enjoyable. This was very enjoyable, and like I said, I really enjoyed this. I really enjoyed how it touched more on Kana. It touched more on Kana's kind of just experience with humanity, and you really got to see her mature as not as a human, because she's trying to be a human, obviously, but more as just a person. And you could definitely see that. You could definitely see her maturing. It may not have been physically, but it was very definitely mentally. And that's awesome. That's awesome. That's what I like to see in characters. Not maturity in a physical or even something like a spiritual form, but in a mental form, that you're able to, you may not be able to see it, but you can sense it, if that makes sense. I hope that does. But that was a great episode. I just want to say that. Which is funny because we've had pretty good episodes all the way through, and then we hit episode 8, and I was very unsure. But then we hit this episode, and I was like, we're back on a good track. I have a feeling next episode is going to be so eventful that it's going to be too eventful, if that makes sense. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the next episode. I am very much looking forward to the next episode, and I hope you guys are too. It looks like, as far as I can tell from that little preview shot, it looks like most of the gang is going to be here. Kobayashi and what'd she say her name was? Josie, I think. It was Saikawa's maid. Saikawa is probably going to be there since her maid's probably going to be in it. And then with that being said, maybe I don't know if any of the other kids' parents are going to be involved in it. I don't know about that. And probably going to have the Dragon Gang too, Toru, Kana, Fafnir, Quetzalcoatl, and Elma. I don't know where Emma's going to take place, because we touched on her a bit, quite a bit last episode. And then she was just like there this episode. Like there. She's just there. Like I don't know. I don't know about Elma. What is the point of Elma? I'm still unsure about her, and I am worried that she's just not an unnecessary character, but not like I feel like she was inserted there just for, I don't know, relatability, or for like some characters are nowadays with like cuteness or something like that. You know, this character is cute, so why don't we throw them in? It's like, they don't matter to the story at all. Like, that doesn't matter. Yeah, it does. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that. I'm very unsure, very uncertain about Elma. I hope that she gets more time. I hope that she gets more screen time. I really hope so. But I don't know. And I'm scared for her. Like, appearance. For her character, if that makes sense. But I think that's it for the most part. So yeah, that was a pretty good episode. That was a great episode, to be honest. Loved it, loved every bit of it, and I'm ready to go back for more. Honestly, I'm ready to go back into episode 10. I really wish I could right now, but I probably won't. I won't be able to record anymore for a little bit. Not at least until Saturday. This is actually Wednesday night that I'm recording this. So I probably won't be able to record anymore until Saturday. But probably Saturday is when I'll probably do a recording chunk. But yeah. Anyway, that way then I can actually get on to episode 10 and be more excited about this series. I was really excited about this series, and then episode 8 kind of brought me down a bit. It wasn't like it killed my enthusiasm, but it more just kind of like maybe like what's happening with this series? Like it made me very cautious. It like kind of raised up a yellow flag in a sense. And I kind of just didn't want that to happen. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's really all that more or less happened. But with this episode 9, yeah. Great episode. Really loved it. And, it's actually funny. I'm looking at it now and it says sports festival. There's no twist or anything. I'm assuming like there's no catch, like a sports festival and some blah blah blah. Like no, there's nothing really. It's like it's just kind of sports festival. That's really all there is. And that was really not too bad. That really wasn't bad at all. I mean, a lot of times it's like, well, maybe we should give them something more. No, just let that entire event be the episode. I'm more than happy with that because at least in this case, it helped show us that Kana is maturing, and not only that, but it showed us that Kana did mature when she realized that Kobayashi might not be able to make it. So, you know, it showed us that kind of because she wasn't able to make it, it was more like, how do I want to say? I feel like something kind of sparked in her head, like, well, I don't know. I really don't know what to say about Kana. She's still an uncertainty with me. At least her mind is. I know more or less what she's thinking. And the way she was feeling about Kobayashi not being able to meet with her at all. Not being able to go to the sports festival with her. I could definitely understand that. Because like I said, I have nieces that are like that. You know, they've had moments where they want, us to go with them, family members to go with them, and sometimes that just doesn't happen. It hurts us as the adults, as the guardians, sort of. But it does hurt us that we can't go and see the children of the family try to work hard at something. And it was very funny that Kobayashi actually related that sort of guilt to the first time that Toru was about to walk out on her for the first time, which was actually really cool because suddenly she was just like, why do I feel this guilt? You know, she was like, she just suddenly had guilt that she wasn't sure where it came from, why it suddenly cropped up. And then she remembered, like, the very first time that Toru was about to walk out on her, and she was immediately like, oh, yeah, that actually happened, and that's the exact same kind of guilt I'm feeling right now. And it was really cool to see her kind of relate to that, and it was really cool to see that sort of character, while it be very tiny, that sort of character development in Kobayashi. Not to mention, she's right. From the time she met Toru at her doorstep to right there at the night of the sports festival, her life has changed drastically. And it's insane to think about it, really. It really is insane to think about. And it's weird to see people change, and to see people change that much. While it may not look like a lot, it is quite a bit, actually. Because, I don't know, it's very, very interesting. But yeah, I guess that will be it. Very good episode, great episode. For anyone watching who hasn't seen it already, I hope you're just like, I hope you have the same feelings I have about it now. And if anyone hasn't seen this series, what are you doing? From episode 1, I've been pretty hooked on this series. I'm not gonna lie. And I was very anxious. I was very unsure about whether to do a reaction to this series or not. I was unsure about whether to do a reaction, period. And I'm pretty glad I did do a reaction to it. I never thought I would say that. And I'm glad I did it to Kobayashi of all things. But yeah, I think that's pretty good. So I guess without saying too much else, thank you everyone for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and if you know someone that hasn't seen this series and loves anime, what are they doing? You need to recommend this series, really. And I guess that's it, really. I guess that's it. So thank you everyone for watching, guys. Yeah. This was episode 9. Episode 9. Wow. Also, like I said, I will get that news out to you in a sec. In either this episode or the next episode. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. But next time we will be doing episode 10. I have no idea what this is called, actually. Do I have an idea? Troop Dragon on Stage. Oh no. I'm scared. Uh-oh. Why is it every single time I'm scared for the next episode? Yeah. Thank you everyone for watching, guys, and next time we will be tackling episode 10, Troop Dragon on Stage. So yeah, thank you everyone for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like. It definitely lets me know that you like this content. And if you're really thinking about it, maybe give me a little bit of subscribe, all right? And that way, that will definitely let me know not only that you like this video, but that you like the other content that I'm putting out. I've got other content for you guys, and if you guys like that as well, I think you know what to do already. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you guys in the next episode. See you guys.